first met through a mutual friend, Carlos Dixon. We actually met uptown Charlotte. So that's when we met, and it's probably been we've been together for 6. So I would say about 9 years ago, because we knew each other before we got together. My favorite thing about Tony is he's such a caring person. I mean, he would do anything not only for me, but for anybody. Whether it's somebody off the street or somebody in his family, I mean, he's just a very, very caring and kind person.
I've never seen it, but I found this love, I'm gonna feed it. You better believe I'm gonna treat it.
We do have nicknames for each other. I'm Bae and he's Bae. So it can get kind of confusing at times, but that's what we would call each other, Bae and Bae, day by day. Our first date was to Outback Steakhouse. It was the first time actually Tony and I got to be alone because we were always surrounded by friends before, being through knowing him through a mutual friend. But anyways, it was Outback Steakhouse, and we basically closed the place down. We were the only 2 left in there. They were vacuuming and trying to clean up, and we just couldn't stop talking. We had so much in common, and I remember at the end when he dropped me off, I was still kind of hungry because I felt like I didn't even eat because we talked so much. So we actually went back out and got something else to eat. So anyways, that was our first date. There's really nothing Tony and I don't like to do together. We love to do a lot together. We go out to eat, which is our specialty. We love to go out to eat. We love to go to the movies. We both love sports. So football games, basketball games, baseball games. We love hanging out with each other's friends, which, well, now they're both of our friends mutually, but we love spending time together and going. We love to travel, go on vacation, so we love spending time
Stars falling from the sky, shining how we want, brighter than the sun.
Yes, we do have animals. I'm the one with the dog, and Tony is the one with the fluffy cat, which you might think is the opposite, but no. But my dog's really small. His name's Sage, and Tony loves Sage, and Lexi kind of loves Sage, and no. Lex, we're actually going into Tony's house, so Lexi's going to have to get adjusted to both Sage and I being around all the time, so we're anxious to see how that all plays out. Tony is very into his clothes and his fashion. So one of Tony's main habits is to make sure every single wrinkle is out of every shirt, every pair of pants. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't catch him ironing his underwear, because he's very neat when it comes to his clothes. He likes to do the lip roller 1,000 times to his shirts and starch and everything. So that's one of his habits, which is not a bad habit. That's a good habit. So maybe he can do that to mine sometime soon when we get married. He can take on both. I would say my main attraction to Tony would just be just the kind of person he was. I mean, he was just so talkative. He could communicate. He had himself together. He had a job. He had his own house. Kind, caring. He was always, the man took care of me, took care of everything, and that was my main attraction. Not that, well, the attraction was there too physically first, so, and then everything else came into place.
I was happy saying I love it wouldn't last. That was the only way I knew till I met you.
I think I knew pretty well, not that far into it, that I wanted Tony to be mine forever. Just being around him so much and meeting all his friends and coming from a good family, I knew that he was the perfect fit and that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with him.
I can let it go. Ooh, what did I get myself into? You make me wanna say I
The proposal is my favorite story of our love story so far. Tony actually surprised me in West Virginia with the proposal. I went up on Thanksgiving. I went up a couple days before Thanksgiving Day, and was actually just sitting around the house like any other Thanksgiving, waiting on the food to be ready, and was sitting there on the couch with my whole family and my other family members in Pittsburgh also, and here comes Tony up the steps, and it was something to remember, that's for sure. My reaction to the proposal was, first I was very shocked to see him there, and I thought in my head, he better be here to propose to me and not just to surprise me. So anyways, he told me, he started it off because earlier that day I had said, what are you thankful for today, Bae? And he said, well, he said, I'll tell you later. And so that's what he, initially started it with. He said, you asked me earlier what you were thankful for. He was like, so what I was thankful for, so I thought I would drive up and tell you. And then he just, proposed in front of the whole family, get down on his knee, and that was that. We actually picked July. I kind of had a lot to do with it. Well, first of all, I wanted it sooner than later, and I am a teacher, and I have my summers off, and it's right in the middle of summer, so we get half of it, spent actually planning the wedding, and the other half just relaxing after our honeymoon. So July 9th was the perfect day. We hope we are blessed enough to have two children. It would be nice to get it all done at once because Tony's family does have twins, and it always skips a generation, so this would be it. But anyways, two, we do not care what they are as long as they are healthy. As far as names, I've gone back and forth with names, I feel like, ever since I've thought of marriage, but being a teacher, it's kind of hard. Like, I'll pick one that I like, and then I'll have a kid by that name, and I'll be like, let's change that. So, the names, now, his family calls him, his nickname is Ted, so I think that would kind of be cute if we ever had a son. But anyways, nothing's set in stone yet. In 20 years, I will still be married to the love of my life, Tony Davenport, and hopefully we have our house by then. We'll be living in a townhouse now, and hopefully we'll be moved into a big house with a big yard, and I hopefully will be super far away from retirement so that we can really relax and travel and do everything that we've ever wanted to do, and hopefully our kids are growing and accomplishing all their goals as well, and that we have the family that we always dreamed of. I would say one thing silly that Tony does, well, Tony and I both kind of do, is our form of communication with each other is different than our form of communication when we're talking to each other in front of other people. We have our own kind of talk, whether it's just with each other or our pets, which is kind of unique. Nobody else has probably seen it, but it is kind of funny if you've ever been around it. Maybe ask Tony to imitate that for you. I doubt that he will. But the sound and tone of his voice is a lot different than what you normally hear. I would pick, I would have to maybe drag him with me, but I would pick a cabin somewhere, maybe in Aspen, where it's so snowy and you're trapped inside and you can't get out, and all you would do is be sit around and drink hot chocolate. I love snow, and whenever we go to the mountains and go skiing, and we stay in the house together, I'm always like, we could stay here forever, and I think he looks at me like I'm crazy because he likes the sun a little bit better, but that would be nice.
The good and the bad, I swear I won't be mad. It's you I want.
Stranded on an island alone. Hopefully we could survive by the love of each other, conversations. I'm the one that I would have to keep it going, I think, because I'm the one that kind of livens things up sometimes, and so I think I could keep the spirits up at least for a little while. I would have to depend on him to do the hunting, which would be hysterical because Tony does not like to kill. He is a lover of animals. Tony is a big lover of animals, so actually having to watch him go out and hunt something for us to eat if we were stranded on an island would be very interesting. Tony, my message to you tonight is just tomorrow we will be husband and wife, and I just can't believe it. It all came so quick. Even after the 6 years of us being together, it feels like yesterday. And tomorrow I will not be crying like this walking down the aisle. I will be smiling, hopefully. And I cannot wait to see you standing at the other end and be your wife and have kids together and make you as happy as you could ever have dreamed of. This is from the new Mrs. Davenport. I love you so very much.
Well, how me and Brooke first met was through a mutual friend, Carlos Dixon, who's in the wedding. We were out and he introduced me to Brooke and we kind of hit it off and we didn't meet again. And I had a girlfriend at the time, so we didn't end up going out until we met again, probably a couple of years later. The favorite thing about Brooke is she's just a sweet person. I mean, she'll do anything for you. She's not to mention that she's beautiful, but very caring, do anything for you, and I think that's a beautiful trait.
I will give you anything, and I'll do the best I can to make you see what I see.
My nickname for Brooke is Bay, and it's funny, I don't know how that came about. I just started calling her Bay, and now it's this Bay and Bay thing that we go by. And we just got in there and ate a little bit, and it seemed like we talked the night away. So it's not hard to talk to Brooke, and Brooke's real easy to talk to. So I think we might have closed the place down that night, just sitting around chatting and talking. I'm very adventurous. We always trying to look for different things to do. We travel. She got me into skiing. We go skiing, basketball games. We go to plays, that's Brooke's thing, but I don't mind doing it for her. So we got a lot of things that we enjoy to do.
I want you to know I'll be all you need. Girl, you gave the world to me, and you made me understand.
Brooke and I have two animals. We have Stacey, which is the oldest, just turned 60. And I have a cat, she's kind of mean. She takes her some time to get used to, but both of them sweet and just happy living together. Brooke does, and me too, Brooke. Oh, that's tough. Brooke, Brooke talks with her hands. I do know that. She talks with her hands a lot. That's something that I noticed immediately. She moves her hands a lot when she talks. What else does Brooke do that is unique to Brooke? That's a tough one.
Believe you're amazing, so amazing, just amazing to me.
Me and Brooke have a song, and the only song I can think of is that Brooke loves, and it's written by my best friend. It's called Bay and Bay, Day by Day.
Sing it.
And he may perform it at the wedding. And it's hard for me to sing it. It's just Bay and Bay, Day by Day, but he can harmonize it.
It's all I need to say exactly how I feel.
My main attraction is Brooke. Well, of course she's beautiful. I mean, that's just a given. But Brooke was just real easy to talk to. I mean, as soon as we got to talking, it just flowed. You know, so Brooke's real easy to talk to, and like I said, she's very caring. You can tell that right when you meet her. Very upbeat, energetic. So that was probably what kind of got it going. She's real easy to talk to.
Don't fall in love if you can't fall all the way. She said, go find yourself a dream girl.
It didn't take me long to know that Brooke needed to be mine. It's just about me getting things together with me to make it work for her. But I think not long after we met that I kind of figured that she was going to be in my life for a while. And so it was shortly after we met, I would think that.
Every day it comes again. Yeah, it fills my heart completely. You mean everything to me.
I proposed to Brooke at her parents' house on Thanksgiving, and all her family was there. I had previously asked her dad if he would allow me to marry his daughter a couple weeks before. And I told him I was planning on coming up and surprising her on Thanksgiving. So I drove up to West Virginia on Thanksgiving and surprised her and asked her to marry me.
You are mine, don't change with the weather.
Brooke's reaction to the, when I walked into the house, reaction to the proposal, when I walked into the house, her brother brought me up the steps, and she turned around and she had asked me what was I doing there. And previously, when I was riding to West Virginia, she asked me what was I thankful for her, or what was I thankful for. And I told her I'd tell her later. So he walked me up the steps, and she was just like, I think she was stunned, because she was like, did he come with me or did he just show up? So her reaction was kind of stunned at first, and I think she kind of knew then that I was going to ask her to be my wife. This is a rough one. Why did we pick July for our wedding date? Well, I asked her in November, and Brooke, I kind of figured we'd be probably getting married sometime this year. So July was, I guess, just the best month to give her time. It was good to give a good time to give her time, because she starts back to school, back to work in August. So I think it was just right in the middle of the summer, so it was just a good time for both of us, and our families will be around. It's close to the 4th of July, so that was mainly the reason for our wedding. How many children do we plan on having? We talked about it. We're planning on having 2. So hopefully, if we were to knock it out on the first try and get 2, that would be great. But names for our children, I like Preston, I like Brooke, I like Brooklyn, I like Carter. There's a few names that I would like, but I'm pretty sure Brooke will have the ultimate decision. 20 years. Hopefully we're still doing well and living through God, and I guess my vision would be sitting somewhere just relaxing. Hopefully your work is over and we're able to retire and just live a good life.
You are mine. You are mine.
Something silly that Brooke does. Brooke, every time we're driving anywhere, Brooke is the entertainment. So she does her little dance. She got all types of dances that she do in the car. This dance. So she's got a lot of dances and things that she does in the car every time we're driving anywhere. And she says, "Baby, you like my dance?" Sometimes I ignore her. If I could stay anywhere for a month, it'd have to be somewhere sunny. It'd have to be a beach. Have to be somewhere in the Caribbean. I guess I'd take any of those islands, any of the St. Lucia, St. Croix, any of the islands of the Caribbean, back to Punta Cana. I think we'd probably travel the Caribbean and Jamaica and different islands and enjoy it. On the island alone, shipwreck, how would we survive? I think, well, I'm a seafood lover, so I would definitely be fishing for food. So, and that wouldn't be far from what we do now. We're always going out to eating seafood. So we'd definitely be good on the food aspect, but living in, I don't know, the house, I guess we'd have to build something to to shelter us, but I think we got with each other, we'd be all right. We'd make it. Be real, Brooke. I just wanted to tell you that you're the best thing that's happened to me. I love you dearly, and I really can't wait to be your husband and spend our forever together. I just love you. I love everything about you, and I look forward to spending our life together. Soon we'll be Mr. and Mrs. Davenport.
Your love has set me free. 'Cause you are the one who
Say I love you with all my heart.
in my heart.